Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Tito of the World channel. And for those who are brand new, welcome to our channel. I'm Jericho. Here with me today is Nolan, Ken, and Diana. We are going to be watching and reacting to KinnPorsche episode number 6.
But yeah, whenever we're ready, Jericho,
Okay,
check it away.
3, 2, 1, play. Ken, where are you? Ken.
Screaming.
Right, Diana?
พี่ชายครับ
Oh yes!
เข้ามาถึงคิน
You
ในทางรถไฟ
Yes.
แต่ไม่เจอร่องร
My
อย
man
นั่นเลยครับ
He said, I'm ready to.
เราจะค้นหากันตลอด 24 ชั่วโมงจนกว่าจะเจอ ไม่ว่าสองคนนั้นจะอยู่ในสภาพไหนก็ตาม
Person, I have the arms out today.
ครับ
Damn. Look at him.
เป็นว่าผมเองอะ
It
ดูแล
is,
คุณคินไม่ดี
regardless, I just feel like it is.
แล้วกลับไปทำหน้าที่ตัวเองซะ
This question, Mr. Kinn, needs to stop, sir.
You're behind on all of this. You're gonna be the
Right.
final. You're gonna be the final chapter. I know it.
That man is so fine. Have you
This
seen
drone
the
has
body on
been
him?
starting for 3 years.
I was gooped and gagged.
อะไรของมึงเดินไปไหนอีเนี้ยฮะ
What the fudge? What's going on?
I just understand why you would climb a mountain.
Climb every mountain.
You know what? To
Wow.
follow him.
This is beautiful, actually.
It is such a beautiful show. I was wondering where this trucking was gonna come from.
เฮียมึงดูดิสตาร์ทได้ปะสตาร์ทได้เฮียรถ
Do y'all think?
อย่างน้อยก็มีที่นอนเหรอวะ
Nice alone.
It's this click bonding I'm getting.
That
Hey,
it's
feel it?
it's this 2 8-year-olds just playing and having fun.
That.
Vibes.
That.
Like they would notice or put in detention and it ran away.
That.
เฮียมีผ้าห่มเฮ้ย
Oh, a blanket.
เฮ้ยเดี๋ยวมึงเดินมานี่ดิเฮ้ยมึงขึ้นไปดูดิได้ปะ
Just romantic as date.
Oh my god! Stop.
Can you remember the moment for the music? Oh,
That.
interesting. Oh, you better start that fire.
มึงจุดเป็นจริงมะเนี่ย
มึงรอแป๊บ กูกับไฟอะของคู่กันเว้ยสภาพแต่เล่าร้อนอะมึงเคยได้ยิน
Not
ไหม
to like
สโล
but
แกนกู
hard.
อะ
I'm
มึง
fine.
รอแป๊บ
Just bye.
เหี้ย
ครับ
Just rub your sticks
Alright,
together. You'll be
boy,
fine.
huh?
Feel free.
เอ้ยมึงเอาขามาดิวะเดี๋ยวแม่งไฟลุกลวกขามึง
I'm fucking.
You might get
Get
burned.
burned.
That.
กูนี่รอปบมือแล้วเนี่ย
The sarcasm's so funny.
That. He's loving this. They're
ช่าง
so
แม่ง
fucking
ไม่จุดละ
cute.
Do you have a match?
นอนมืดๆนี่แหละ
I'll be so
Not
upset if
mood,
one of them has a lighter.
ก็
Oh,
ดี
you like sleeping in the
Right?
dark?
That's what
จะ
I'm
ได้มีตัวเฮีย
thinking.
ไม่รู้มาแดกพวกเราสองคน
แล้วมึงจะเอาไง
They got a lighter.
I knew it. I'm screaming.
เฮ้ย มึงมีไฟแช็กทำไมไม่บอกวะ
It was way too much fun. I'm sorry. I would have done the
คิน
same
แสดง
thing.
ความสามารถ ผมก็ไม่อยากจะขาดตารอดูความเร่าร้อนของคุณคินเลยนะครับผมว่ามันจะเป็นยังไง
You were having way too much fun with this. Because he can't walk away now. Yeah.
เฮ้ยคุณคินบิงโก้นะครับ
Oh, La Forte.
บิงโก้นะฮะเดี๋ยวไปมาลวกขา
I'm hollering.
It's amazing what just a bit of fresh energy can do for you.
God.
ให้มาตีน้ำเล่นทำไมน่ะ
And dirt.
Let me show you. I'm the professional.
Let us know.
จับได้
Y'all doing it
แด
wrong.
กแล้วกัน
Did Jesus teach you how to cut the fish and loaves of bread?
He told Jesus. What you talking about?
ผลไม้ กูเจอมันตกอยู่
He said you multiply, I'll cook.
That.
รู้ได้ไงว่าแดกได้
I don't know why you're using a blunt
That.
stick.
That thing is planted in the weapon I'm going to use on some people.
แน่
It's more blunt than Nolan's tongue.
You're just prepared for everything, huh?
มึงมีมีดทำไมไม่บอก
That.
เอ้ากูเพิ่งนึกออกอ่ะไปเจอ
Sir, you
Look,
stay
you know,
with stuff
I'm
on you.
เอามา
The only thing that you need now is a band-aid, just in case you
Well,
get scratched.
ช่วยจับหน่อยดิ
This one needs to make it the first aid
จับ
kit.
ไว้ปัก
That.
Oh, wait.
That.
นี่นะ
Oh, this man
Oh.
and his.
Oh.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
hold it firmly and
Oh,
twist.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
ใจ
oh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Let me find out.
มึงเห็นไหมปลายไม้มันแหลมแล้วมันใช้ได้ โอเค
When it's sharp, it's usable.
แล้วเวลาที่มึงแทงปลาใน
Not
น้ำ
the
นะ
pointy thingy.
เห็นป่ะ
That.
พอมองไปในน้ำอ่ะ มึงจำไว้ว่าระยะมันไม่เหมือนกับระยะสายตา ถ้ามึงอะแทง สมมติมึงแทงปลาใช่ป่ะ ต้องแทงเหนือตัวปลา เพราะระยะมันจะเพี้ยน อ่ะฮะ แล้วทีเนี้ย
That is very
ดู
true.
นะ เล็งใช่ป่ะเนี่ยอย่างตัวที่ลอยมานะ เห็นใช่ป่ะ มันว่ายมาละ
That tiny ass fish.
จับไม้ ไม่ใกล้ไม่ไกลมาก น้ำหนักพอ
That
ดี
poor fish just about to get speared.
พุ่งปุ๊บนี่ไง
Elizabeth.
ทำไมมันดูง่ายจังวะ
ก็แค่ทำอย่างที่กู
Not
บอกเมื่อกี้ไง
Elizabeth.
And
ขอ
Sebastian.
ลองบ้าง
จับไม่ไกลมาก
Poor Sebastian.
โอเค น้ำหนัก
Ariel's
พอ
about
ดี
to have a funeral tonight.
กำมือแน่นๆ เห็นปะ
They're killing her
Oh, yeah.
friends.
Flounder.
แทงเหนือตัวปลา
Founder, Sebastian.
เล็งดี
Wow.
Not you teaching
Flounder
him
wouldn't be
how
caught
to
anywhere near a stick, his scary ass.
see. Wow.
มันว่ะ
This is what Jericho and Jesus looked like back in
เอา
the
อีกแล้วเหรอ
day.
วะเอาอีกเอาอีกเอาอีก
ๆ ได้ดิ
That poor fish.
ช่วยกูออกหน่อย
That poor fish
He
is
was
scared.
that he was gut dirt.
That.
Sharing fish together.
Sir.
มองอะไรวะ
Oh, they're falling in love.
Oh, they are.
Wow.
มึงห่วงยิ้มเหร
They're
อวะ
cute.
นานๆจะเห็นมึงยิ้มมาที
Okay. Come through a waterfall.
They're naked.
Very much so.
Well, nothing I haven't seen. Well,
That.
Lacan shaking.
struggling.
Could
Literally.
never that. We won't see episode 7 until a few months later at this rate.
Unsubbed.
Any update on Turbulence?
Ask your friend who's busy planning the Penobia Festival.
Oh my gosh. Not turbulence.
What is this? What is this?
Let me know.
Are you all about to get?
Oh, okay, here we go. Yes.
Oh. And y'all are sober.
And you pulled away again, sir. He's gonna think more things.
He's gonna think you don't want him.
Plus and
Poor
minus are
Sadie.
shaking.
Plus, I mean, those could never.
Tried. Do you believe in fate?
He's giving me bossy bottom energy, and I'm loving it.
God.
I'm living for it.
เสือก
I could
นอน
chow.
ไม่หลับ
That.
โอ้ยอุตส่าห์ชวนคุยช่างแม่งเลย
Oh, bring up that night.
Bring it
กู
up.
อยากเปิดบาร์เล็กๆริมทะเล
Oh.
ยิ่งเป็นริม
If
ทะเล
not
ส่วน
in
ตัว
the
ยิ่งดี
story there, I might die.
กูตื่นตอนไหนก็เปิด
What
ตอน
song?
ไหนก็ปิด
Hold on.
สำคัญจะขายแต่เมนูในวันนั้นเท่านั้นวันนี้กูตื่นมาอยากแดกอะไร
What's
กู
this making
กู
one
เขียนแบบ
of
เมนู of the day
That.
สมเป็นมึงมีหวะ
So
แล้วมึง
cute.
อ่ะ ฝันอยากเป็นอะไร
กูเหรอ
I wanna fall in love.
กูก็
He wants to get
อยากทำให้
married.
ตระกูลยิ่งใหญ่กว่านี้มั้ง
Oh my
กูไม่เชื่อ
god. Who hurt you in the
มันจะมี
past?
เด็ก
Let
ที่
me
ไหน
find out.
เกิดมาแล้วอยากทำให้ตระกูล
Who
ยิ่ง
turned
ใหญ่
you like this?
เฮ้ย
มึงสัญญาก่อนว่ามึงจะไม่หัวเราะ
กูจะไปหัวเราะฝัน
Oh
มึงทำไม
god.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, please
I want to
don't.
know.
He's about to laugh. He's about to laugh his
God,
ass off.
please, but please don't laugh. Oh
กู
no.
I want to own an ice cream shop.
กูอยากเป็น
A singer
Close
comes
enough.
through.
I
Comes
saw.
through.
Do for
Singer.
me.
He wants to
Sing
laugh.
that
note in my name. อะไรเข้าฝันมึงวะ
Okay, come through baritone.
ตอนเด็กๆอ่ะกูแบบ ดูเขาประกวดกันในทีวีเว้ย
Not to watching American Idol.
กูก็อยากลองทีหนึ่งเว้ย แล้วก็เลิก
มึงแพ้ดิ
กูชนะ ทั้งที่มีคนเก่งกว่ากูตั้งเยอะ
Not you winning the competition.
กูว่านะ
Oh,
ป้า
never
กู
mind.
ยัดเงินแน่นอน
Oh, got it.
มึงอาจจะเก่งเองก็ได้
At least your father was willing to spend money on your
Okay.
dream.
Done.
Like filling all the
Okay.
child in the
ร้องให้กูฟัง
mouth.
หน่อย
Not you singing a
Oh.
song. Let me find out.
กูสัญญา
Not a
ว่ารอบนี้กูจะ
serenade under the
ไม่
moonlight.
ยิ้ม
No, but it's in Tala.
โอเค
Can't fight the moonlight. I mean,
อยากฟัง
didn't you know right behind it? That's where they filmed Tala, Nolan.
That.
That's where that lady was filming her little ikot lang video. Just video.
Oh, oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Akun ganito.
เมื่อสุริยนต์ยามสนธยา
Poor, shut the fuck up.
หมูนก
Poor, stop. Poor. It was actually pretty good. Poor, come on.
I think it was the seriousness of the song to be.
That. I didn't expect it to be like a folk tale.
กูไม่นึกว่ามึง
Yeah.
จะมาให้พึ่งเลย
It's the oldies for me.
That's
Come
safe.
through.
See? Exactly, Porsche.
Tell
We
me we
didn't
don't
think
let
you
them
was gonna
know.
bring that out.
กูเชียร์ให้มึงไปประกวดเดอะสตาร์นะเว้ย กูอยากให้ประเทศเนี้ย
And the
Not the
star.
star.
มีคินเดอะสตาร์ผู้เกิดมาฆ่าพี่เบิร์ด
Not Kim the Tala.
In the
Ah.
รู้จัก
บางทีกูคิดนะเว้ยว่าไอ้คุณมันแกล้งเพลียน จะได้ไม่ต้องรับช่วงต่อตระกูล ถูกลักพาตัวตอนเด็กมัน เปลี่ยนไปได้ขนาดนี้เลยเหรอวะ
I mean, it can fuck you up.
Yes, it's kind of
Yes,
traumatic.
it can.
Much.
It's traumatic.
ได้นะเว้ย
It's a traumatic experience, especially at a young age.
กูก็เคยเป็น
He was kidnapped. Jesus.
You kidnapped his heart.
ตอนนั้นกู
That's
พ่
what
อ
it
แม่
is.
นั่งอยู่ในรถคันเดียวกัน แล้วมีรถพุ่งมาชนพ่อแม่กูตาย แล้วกูก็ชอบความทรงจำกูหายหมดเลย แล้วหลังจากนั้นกูก็มาเล่าเรื่องทุกอย่างให้ฟัง แล้วช่วงนี้กูนอนโรงพยาบาลเป็นเดือนๆเลย กูว่ามันเป็นไปได้
Yeah, because
มันอาจจะ
children
ดีแล้ว
process
ก็ได้นะ
traumatic
เว้ย
events a whole lot differently.
มึงจะได้นึกถึงแต่เรื่องดีๆของพวกเขาอ่ะ
Damn, Apple, you're acting. I saw that little thing that you just did. I was like, wow, that's really impressive. That's really impressive.
กูก็อยากลบเรื่องบางเรื่องที่
Oh,
กูเคยทำไม่ดีกับมึง
okay.
I feel like I'm watching cutscenes of a Final Fantasy video game. Not that any of y'all would know that.
I definitely wouldn't.
Maybe the viewers would know what I'm talking about. It's giving very Final Fantasy 15.
Damn, 15? They couldn't stop at one?
No, Diana, excuse me. It
Oh,
is
no,
one of the
there's-
most popular franchises.
It
Well,
sure
I'm
is.
just saying.
And there's revisions of
Damn.
these games.
That I can't wait for 16 to come out. She looks so good.
Damn,
Apparently, there's also
16.
like a. There's
Wait,
also
wait,
a
stop
concert in it, right? With that
Oh,
girl.
yep, they have a Final Fantasy concert. That's true.
They sure do.
Yeah.
Not me knowing a little bit of it because my
Nah.
friends are all gamers.
Listen,
No, I know nothing. I don't play
you've
games.
been around for a while, Jericho. What? It's.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me? What in the Brokeback Mountain are we watching?
Not the Brokeback Mountain. Not the Brokeback Mountain.
Also, they've been staying in the same spot for like the third day now. They still couldn't find them.
ไหนบอกว่าวันนี้จะได้ออกไปข้างนอกวะ
Oh, the shot!
Dad! What the hell?
Oh, the shot is the thumbnail. I don't give it anything else.
Okay.
Oh!
ก็ออกไง
The actual taste of
เหมือนได้เป็น
freedom.
ตัวเองอีกครั้ง
กูชอบนะ
Alexa, please play Somewhere That's Green from Little Shop of Horrors, Act 2.
น่ารักดี
Oh, I'm gonna go watch Little Shop of Horrors when we're done.
Let him be Mr.
เหมื
Seymour.
อนมึง
Nah.
That.
Let it
Này, quên
be
tiền.
Seymour.
Oh,
พอช
Into my laptop.
It's the moment.
Oh.
กูขอโทษ
เรื่องอะไร
เรื่องคืนนั้น
Finally.
wait, hold on.
Oh, finally.
กูไม่เคยล้ำเส้นบริการคนไหน กูวางตัวไม่ถูก ทำไม่ดีกับมึงทั้งหลายอย่าง
He's like, you haven't done that to anyone else?
I'm not special.
ถ้าย้อนเวลากลับไปได้
Don't do it, Jericho.
กูจะไม่ทำแบบนั้น
กูทำตัวไม่ถูกเหมือนกัน เพราะว่า กูก็ไม่เคยโดนใครล้ำเส้นแบบนั้น
You know, I never watched History Crossing the Line, but I feel like it's kind of shaking right now.
Oh, lines were crossed, eh?
มึงยกโทษให้กูได้ไหม
Mm.
Crossing the line was messy.
กูยกโทษให้มึงนานแล้ว
Can you sing that song
ขั้น
again?
ต่อจากนี้ เราสองคนไม่มีราคาใจกันอีก
Excuse me? Are
What are
you
we talking about,
boyfriends? Is this boyfriends?
Wow.
I need y'all to establish
Like
this
a-
for me, please.
Is this professional?
This is a different
Is this-
relationship. Wow.
Is this a boyfriend? Listen, I used to work in HR. I won't tell anyone.
เป่ายิงฉุบ กูไม่น่าคิดกฎนี้ขึ้นมาเลย
No, we can't do this. If this happens, you will not see me ever again.
This
I
reaction
can't-
will see the light of day.
He better not. He better
Oh
not.
no, I can't.
ชิป
No.
เดียวขาดนะเว้ย อย่ายืดเยื้อ
Not one
That
strike.
one knife is not gonna do it in one strike. Ah!
No.
I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh my god! I can't. I can't do this. Nolan, can you spoil me? Does this actually happen?
I don't know.
Ah! Wait, I can't do it! I can't do it! I can't do it! I can't do it! I can't do it!
He's not cutting his hand.
Oh, he got it out.
มึงขายได้แล้วมึงไม่บอกวะ
เรื่องแค่เนี้ยตระกูลกูทำเป็นทุกคน
So why didn't you do it before? You really wanted to spend time with this man,
มึ
huh?
งนี่แม่ง
กูจะบอกทุกคนว่ามึงตายในป่า มึงจะได้กลับไปอยู่กับน้อง
I cried too much in Cutie Pie already. I cannot do this.
มึงฝันไว้ไง
No. No. Wow.
What about us?
ทำไม
What about everything we've been
ไม่รู้
through?
อะถึงพวกมึงจะยอมสละมือให้กู หรือเพราะกูล้ำเส้นมึง หรือเพราะกูชอบเวลามึงมีความสุข
This scene right here solidified it for me. KinnPorsche is that bitch.
That
Oh.
honestly.
หนีไป
Oh,
ซะ รีบไป ก่อนที่กูจะเปลี่ยนใจ
always think that we drew.
So he doesn't know how to get back,
ไปดิ
though.
วะ
But
It's so it's hurting him to say those
สั่ง
words.
มึงไปไง
that's what I saw on Twitter. This is what I saw on Twitter.
Not what I saw.
But I thought they were still handcuffed. So. Oh my god!
Wow. Wow.
Oh my god!
Wow. Just wow.
Oh.
Wow.
Brokeback Mountain is really shaking. If this was a 1990s queer movie, this is where it would have ended.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
100%. Damn! Y'all were looking for him too?
Period.
Ah! Don't take a bullet for him!
Oh. Oh my god.
What the fuck? What the fuck is happening? Someone's gonna show up because they heard the gunshots. Oh.
Oh my god!
Oh.
So crazy. Wow.
And it's irritating for so much
Not
likely.
what I expected at all.
พวก
Wow.
มึงเข้าไปแฝงตัว
He was
But
like,
you know what? We didn't see Kin at all in the preview, so Kin might be in the hospital or whatever, and Porsche is going undercover doing all this right now
man,
to get.
he's gonna sign the motherfucker.
Wow! Oh my god!
Episode 6. Episode 6.
That bitch, honestly,
That
A
was
round
good.
of applause.
This was-
a round.
This was
of
good
applause.
writing, good
Yeah,
directing, good
it was.
acting. That was
Amazing.
wow.
Firstly, Apple, that moment that came, the moment he was like,
I'm
mind blown. Just
wow.
mind blown.
Yeah, the way that wow. Okay.
I felt that. Wow. I don't even know like what to say. Like that was.
That was incredible.
No,
No,
It
I
was.
really
It was
felt like I was in
incredible
the
episode.
theaters watching like
That.
an actual like action movie
Can I
with
just
like
tell you
the love
that
part. That was the love part. Like wow.
the way that they spent all that time together solidified their relationship for each other, and
That
it's like it goes far and beyond. And the fact that they kissed, and that kiss was just
Oh, that was
Everything.
That kiss.
it was everything. Everything.
That kiss just told the peer kiss goodbye.
That
Yes.
Oh my god.
that was
Beautiful.
what I liked about it is like they didn't need to say like I like you, you like me. You know what I mean? Like none of that like for and I'm gonna say this because it's more an adult drama, you know, but like don't take it that seriously. None of that kitty shit. You know what I mean? It didn't need any of that extra kitty shit. Like it was just understood. Like they got straight to the point. They didn't bounce around it. Like and like they just kind of like knew. It kind of was just like it's like they knew that they were meant for each other, but didn't understand why. But they also didn't spend 7 episodes figuring it out.
But that just tells you the maturity level of how this series was written and also how
Exactly.
it was handled. You
I
know,
totally agree.
and you can tell the way that this was written. It wasn't just. It was everything that's on a mature level, from action to the way that they speak to each other. You know, just everything about it was in a different level.
That was so good.
It was.
It's
You can-
crazy to think it was 48 minutes long. It felt long.
It felt
like a whole
an
movie.
hour and a half.
It
Honestly,
felt like a whole movie.
Pinwheel is shaking. Just like, oh,
I just
this is storytelling.
yes.
It is.
I just like the fact that this whole episode was clearly their episode of how they solidified their relationship with each other, and the fact that, you know, it's beyond boss and bodyguard now.
This episode was the BL episode.
That.
Yeah.
This was the episode where we need to realize we're not just watching a mafia drama.
That.
This is a BL.
This is a BL, and also damn, let me just the acting was
That.
phenomenal. Like the fact that you only find out later in the episode why Kin is enjoying himself so much, because obviously, yes, we do know that he doesn't like the fact that he has to do this job, but he was having so much fun because, as he said, he didn't have to think about people, schedules, work, anything. He could just be himself, and the fact that he got to do that with this person who's almost, how can I put it, reignited this passion for romance and love, because previously, you know, he had his booty calls. He had his regular bottoms. I think someone did that was in the comment, his regular bottoms. And he got to experience all of this, the escape with the person that he is falling for, but he also realizes that there is still a reality. And it's like he's literally saying to this guy, "Go," and it's hurting him, and it's so beautiful. It was done so beautiful, and that kiss. Oh, when he turned around,
Yeah.
I can't believe I cried though. Fuck, what's wrong with me? I'm gonna rewatch this episode so many times. This is gonna be my episode. I just know it.
The way that they also share their dreams, that tells you, you know, that they're both open to who they wanted to be outside of what they are
This-
now.
Yeah.
I think that's just like it just shows also how like good writing, how well written this entire thing is.
Yeah.
Because like us as the audience know them so well as people. We know we feel like we know their entire 20 so years of their life and like why they are based off like a few things. And like but it just shows like how small, how little things can tell you about a person. And also I love that like this is like one of the stories that like the Hets always get. They always get these stories, these crazy whatever,
Yeah.
you know, and like I think it's really great to see that after all this time in like the BL franchise, for as long as it has been going on these past few years, not just like from 2020 but even like before that too, like it's just showing that like the Hets can do it too. Like you could put anyone in these stories and they can do it just fine, and it's just like it's starting to normalize
Yeah.
this. Like it is. I love it.
Oh.
I love it.
I had a thought, but I lost it. What was I thinking? I don't remember. But yeah, damn, just damn. They did that.
They ate that.
They really did that.
Whew. I'm just so blown away.
Right?
I'm still blown away at how well that was. That was like really. That was just so good.
When something that's this big production feels indie, in the intimacy that it was, it literally felt like I was just watching two characters and there's nothing like on a stage. It's big, it's open, it's vulnerable. It was just, I don't think I've seen a couple fall in love the way they fell for each other, especially in this episode before.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, the subtle things in the earlier episodes which led up to this moment was so well placed and done that the audience was right there the entire time. Like when you see a look, you know exactly what it meant because you've seen it before in a very subtle way. Things that you would normally just throw out of your memory just came back. You're like, oh, that's why he did that. Oh, that's why he said that. Oh, and also the conversation finally took place
Yes.
regarding that
Yes.
night. So well done.
Yeah.
And it just makes so much sense. Like they didn't know how to respond to something that neither of them have ever done before.
Mm-hmm.
And that's understandable, and it's pretty acceptable. It's the reason why a lot of people don't have conversations, because what do you say? What do you ask? Like, you don't know. And in a way, they just said, I didn't know how to approach this. I'm sorry about what happened. In a way, I wish it to happen differently. Done.
Yeah.
Not everything needs to be the big conversation.
Oh. It was just
They
very
could-
straightforward.
Yeah,
Just
they could have had a whole different conversation regarding that night.
Mhm.
They could have.
But once again, he said what he needed to say. KinnPorsche understood exactly what he meant, vice versa. They crossed lines.
That.
They crossed lines.
And for those that are like, maybe let's say they're not like satisfied with how it is, because there's people that are very passionate about it, I think one needs to go back to the fact that it's not trying to have a stance on anything or say anything. It is fiction. And also, they're in the mafia. That's as good as it's going yet, in my opinion. Like, the fact that it even happened, I actually didn't think they were going to address it.
No.
So I'm glad that they at least did. They're in the mafia as well. Like, they killed 5 people in this one episode, but no one's going to have murder stances. Like,
No, true. Not true. I know for a fact there's gonna be people that's gonna go back to what happened in episode 4 and be like, you apologize for crossing the line, but did you apologize for not getting consent and all of that? But at the end of the day, once again, look at the material, look at what was given before that moment, look at what we have now, and you will understand that it happened for a reason. It wasn't an act of violence. It was... Even the person that's the perpetrator is so uncomfortable with what happened because in his mind, that's not what it was, that people think he did. And in Porsche's mind, it's the exact same thing. He doesn't view it like that clearly. He was more uncomfortable the next day because, once again, he's never ever had someone fuck him in the ass. Let's call it.
That's what it is.
That was his thing. Like, oh my god, this has never happened before. Not that I didn't want this to happen. Once again, he says that's the only uncomfortability he had for that night. It was something new. It was something different. He didn't know how to respond to it. So, if people are still upset about that moment, honestly, stop watching the show. Because you're never gonna get what you want from it. Also, not your story. It's someone else's story. Simply. It happened. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. It happened.
Because it's gonna get crazier. You just know it's gonna get crazier. But also, we signed up for it. Like, they've been giving us teasers for the last year. I know Dee and Ken didn't watch any of them. I don't know if Jericho did. But we knew what type of relationships and interactions we were going to get from the teasers. People who read the book knew exactly what type of things were going to happen in the book, like in the story. Yes, some things were changed, i.e., once again, episode 4 and things that happened prior to that was not in the book. They are trying to make it better. And I think they're doing a fucking amazing job, especially with this episode. Like, and I know people get back, oh my god, History Tragedy did it first, but mama, they did it better. They did it so much better in this. And Nolan loves Chris Wu. Nolan loves Chris Wu.
Nolan arrived for History Tragedy.
And also, the fact that he never took those handcuffs off.
And he knew how to take them off the entire time.
It literally took him like a split second to take it off. But it was just simply a case of he knew if he took his handcuffs off, this man could escape him.
He wanted to,
and he wanted to linger in that
moment.
He wanted to experience it a little longer. And how can you fault him? He's a broken person.
And I love how like you could just tell how it was necessary for the story to see and for Kinn to see how life or death it is. Like it's through these actions that you see that there is something there and that you love him that much. At this point, you feel that connected to this person that you just met them a couple months ago and you're ready to cut off your hand. That is something. that is not nothing. That is something.
That's something.
You know.
And it also, that scene, although he joked and said, "You're my bodyguard, you're supposed to do this for me," and he's not even doing it for that. He's doing it because he would lose his hand for this person, not because it's his job, but because he knows that this person needs to survive. He wants to survive, and if that was the
And just
only way
because
in
it's
his
that
mind,
person.
it was the only way. That
Honestly, I'd do the same for my person. Just because it's that person.
I don't know. For me, we need to have a very, very long conversation before I write something like that. Before I jump the gun with that, we're gonna have to have a very, very long conversation.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
it was a very drastic thing to do, but I think the overall message is the sacrifices you would do for the people that you love.
Yep.
And look what happened at the end. He sacrificed himself and blocked the bullet.
Literally.
He didn't think twice.
He didn't think twice at all.
Because he could have gone and ran towards the gun, the person with the gun. But he knew he had to make a decision very fast, and he said, "I'm going to protect this guy." And it's not the first time he's done it.
Yeah.
Because a few episodes ago, when Porsche was shot, Kinn could have been shot as well.
That.
He didn't know that he was going to escape that bullet. But even then, he was willing to sacrifice himself for this person. And I mean, at that point, they weren't even what they are
Now.
now.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, they're not even what they were at the end of that episode. Even the end of that episode, things changed.
It was the part where the bullet grazed his.
Yeah.
Let me find someone that's willing to take a bullet for me.
Dad.
If you're not willing to take a bullet for me, I don't want it.
It's when he said, Go back to your brother. Go open that
Go
door.
open your bar and follow
Go
your
be
dreams.
happy. Oh, because he knows this mafia life might drain him as much as it's been draining. It might drain Porsche as much as it's been draining Kinn, because Kinn doesn't want to lose. Doesn't want Porsche to lose that essence of who he is.
Yeah.
I mean, we see he's a happy-go-lucky. Even when he was going through the worst things in terms of his money situations and family, he was always smiling through everything. And he doesn't want Porsche to lose that spirit.
Right.
And I think that's where he was like, "You need to leave. Even though I'm gonna lose you as well, you need to leave."
Because remember at the conversation that they had, he was saying that he enjoyed the moment that they're having right now. He doesn't want to go back to any of it.
Yeah.
Because it felt like he doesn't have to worry about running the mafia or running the, being
ruthless,
being the one person that is the go-to, being the boss. It felt like it was a freedom for him for a quick second because of.
Do you think the older brother is acting crazy though?
Why was I about to bring this up next?
Because
Combo.
we're the same person.
I don't think he's acting crazy, but what I like is that Kinn actually brought that up in him. Like he's obviously kept that, again, writing. In that one line, you could tell based off how he was acting in the writing and the directing of it that he has felt this way for a very, very long time, and he was holding it in. And I think that, and I think it's just one of those things where like I don't think that he thinks his brother's actually pretending. I don't think Kinn truly thinks that, but it's one of those things where like I'm stuck in this position now because of that I can't help but think what
maybe he is doing this because he didn't want this,
because like I don't want it right now. And it kind of makes you think like, also, if I was in this position, would I do it too? Which is why you would think, well, if I'm thinking that I may possibly do it, then maybe he would possibly do it too, kind of thing.
And
so
the
it
thing
was a
is,
good combo.
he also knows that he can't escape this because the older brother is crazy. The younger brother is off doing his own thing. He's almost disconnected from the family.
Yeah.
So
Can't leave it in
who's
his hands.
left? Who's left? It's
He's
just
middle
going to be
child,
the
yeah.
only person that is left
Mr.
to take
Ken.
over.
and once
this.
again, which is another reason why he said to Porsche, leave.
Yeah, leave. Go
Because
open
I
a
can't
bar.
I can't be who I want to be for you.
Mm.
Basically, like I wish we could be this happy-go-lucky couple who's basically out playing Survivor forever, but we can't. When we go back to reality tomorrow, I need to be your boss again, and I need to give you orders, and I need to be ruthless. You're gonna see me do things that you are not gonna like, and I don't want you to see that part of me when we are out there. And it's
He-
a lot.
He apologizes a lot too for his actions. He's like, I apologize for hurting you. I apologize for hurting you. I apologize for hurting you. The things that I've done
Because it's
toward
not
you.
who he is.
No,
Mhm.
that's not him.
But he doesn't
even
have much of a choice.
yeah.
He has to do it.
even the punishment
No.
that he gave him in last week's episode, he didn't want to do it. But if his father didn't say that you have to punish him, he never would have punished that man.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, that man's been getting special treatment for how long?
That though, and everybody notices it,
That.
which is why his
so
father
he
was
had
like,
to.
"You need to get on him because
Right.
people are watching."
But at the same time, most of the security guard members don't really care. There's exceptions, of course.
Yeah.
There's-
There's one specific
There's
exception.
one definitely exception, but like they don't care because they are
But also going back to the security or the bodyguard who we think might be the person that's betraying the family. If I've been so loyal to you and you can't treat me with the same type of kindness you're treating this new person who's supposedly doing the exact same job that I am doing here,
Mm-hmm.
I would also be like, why am I loyal to you?
yeah.
Exactly. Which is why I
Like-
think he's going to be one of the big things in the end, because you are literally driving this man to like
That
But he
Like,
also
be
has
like,
a
"What the
thing
fuck?"
for that man, and that man really hasn't
That-
been
and-
giving him the time of day. So
but that's the thing, it's clearly also a case of jealousy. He's
Yeah.
clearly
That-
jealous. Like
He's
he
jealous.
wants to be the person that
Celos.
goes up to his room at night.
that.
And he hates the fact that this new guy just came in and boss is welcoming him to the bedroom.
Mhm.
handing a bag, hiding behind a curtain.
that.
Number one.
That
Behind the curtain.
I do want
So,
to Tong's character back to the crazy thing. I know, like, so clearly he has mental illness, if that's what it is. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know if he is pretending. There's still a shot that he could be pretending, but most
Yeah.
likely it is trauma and something to deal with mental illness. And like, for me, like, I wish that they would address it as mental illness, but at this, I think this is also where like I'm different as a viewer. Like I would be normally like, I wish you would just address it as mental illness, but we also have to understand that this is how they would most likely address it in the mafia world.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
this is like, you can't be upset at everything. You know what I mean? That at least it's there to be talked about and bring up. And like in that small conversation, it's like, do you really think like, because there are people that are kin right now dealing with a family member that does have mental illness or is crazy, right? And you would be like, do you think that he is pretending, or do you think it's actually very possible? And I love how Porsche was like, it could be, yeah. Like here, this is what happened with me. And it's just like, it's conversations that KinnPorsche, for the story to continue, did not have to have. They did not have to do that.
But
But
no,
they-
they didn't.
But they did.
They don't, but they
Yeah.
did. And I think
Yeah.
people are looking at are so focused on these things when they're not seeing the whole big picture of what
Yeah.
Right.
KinnPorsche is trying to do.
True.
Because it's not an easy job to do. It's
Yeah.
not.
Mm.
Mine and Nolan's BL will never tackle these topics. We will not do a good job.
Even though we were praying for it.
That. No.
No.
No. But you know,
But like,
I think people just need to like,
Yeah.
in general,
the
like
big
appreciate what KinnPorsche is trying to do.
Right.
I think
it's doing a lot.
it is doing a lot. I was gonna say, going back to your idea, Ken, there's a lot of issues that, you know, I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but we don't ever discuss, you know, mental illness in a lot of
because it's very taboo.
It's taboo.
It's
And
very taboo.
I think it's not just, you know, an Asian culture, but it's also like in any culture.
The people of color thing.
Yeah,
It's just it's very, very taboo.
I
We'll talk about
think-
mental illness in this household.
which I think is
Nothing.
it needs to be addressed because of the fact that it's out there. It's a real issue. It's a real thing. It's not, oh, you just need to go see a doctor, get a pill, and you'll be okay. No,
Yeah. No.
it's not.
No, but if you're going to discuss the taboo fact of it all, some people will even say, "What are you talking about? You're fine. You have good life."
That's-
Exactly. That's the main one.
No.
What do you have to be depressed about?
That literally, I think it was on TikTok like 2 weeks ago, where this one person was addressing children going to therapy, but as a comedy skit, and I was like, ma'am, it's people like you that make children not talk about being sad or depressed or having PTSD from something. And in these shows, not every show needs to deep dive into that. But in this example, he questioned it. The other one said, you know what, PTSD is real.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And
That's,
that
that's
was it.
all he literally said.
Yeah.
He said trauma can cause damage to your mind and your brain.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
And then
That's
he
all he
talked
had
about his
said.
story.
And that was more than enough that they needed to say. They don't need to go back to that ever again. If they want to, great. But they don't even need to, because they just said, hey, this is an actual thing. We need to be careful about this.
Right.
And guess what? That little snippet of acting or discussion between them is causing us to discuss it, which is the reason why it's part of
Yeah.
it.
It'll get people talking.
Yeah.
Hopefully, people don't
Hopefully. Yeah.
brush over it like
Yeah.
they do.
I'm hoping people will have conversations.
As
like
Ken
how
said,
we're
yeah.
having conversations.
There's a lot of things that's being brushed over because people are so focused on certain things.
Mhm.
And
Not be
they,
focused on the wrong
they
thing.
yeah, and they miss
Big
these
picture.
small things that's being done in such a subtle way, because they also know that it's not the easiest of conversation to have.
Yeah. It's a
Mm.
very
So
sensitive
they-
topic.
yeah, they're doing it very subtly but very beautifully,
Mhm.
and the minimalism was perfect for it.
Can I just give you guys another example? I know that we're not supposed to be talking about other BLs,
Shows? No, no. You're not this channel. We discuss everything.
but another great example of that was Bad Buddy. Remember when they destroyed 2? They talked about it when they were all having food.
Oh,
Remember?
the tropes.
Mhm.
The
Oh
tropes.
yes, the tropes. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
They talked about
It's
that.
like, yeah.
Mhm.
See, these are the things that you're talking about, like that needs to be brought up and discussed.
But
and-
but going back to Bad Buddy, even there was a lot more examples.
yeah, there is.
Bad Buddy was an example. That friendship was an example of what
Yeah.
trauma and childhood indoctrination from the parents does to a child.
Yeah.
And that shit happens even in politics. But yeah, let's not discuss.
And
That.
further that, just to piggyback off that, I think a lot of people, because are forgetting that these are in Asian settings compared to the Western cultures. We're not as farther along as you may think we are. We may be
not.
very open about LGBTQ, which we are. I think
Mhm.
you know Thailand's doing an amazing job.
Yeah.
But there's so many other things that are not normal, you know, like normal conversation, that I think a lot of the audience, based off their reactions, just expect it to be like, why are you like this, blah blah. They're trying.
Yeah.
They're trying.
Yeah.
It's hard to do in Asia. You
Yeah.
know? It's like in general it's hard to do, but like Asia's still a little new to it,
Yeah.
to some of
Yeah.
these topics, you know what I mean?
They're mostly conservative countries,
Yeah.
Asia.
That
Y'all have to
That-
remember they're very conservative. A lot of things that we think are okay, it's not okay
Uh,
there.
But once again, now I'm piggybacking off Ken. We just watched the finale of PewDiePie. Yes, I'm mentioning another show. TBLs are like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
You know about TBLs before you know about anything else because they are the most present and seen. The same country that gives you all of those BLs, and I think there's like 100 BLs this year, if not more.
That.
That's the same country that doesn't have gay marriage.
Right.
Legalized.
legalized.
Yeah, legalize
Yeah.
gay marriage. Yeah.
Like so, and I love the fact that PewDiePie. Oh, not me spoiling PewDiePie, but okay, Jericho.
Oh no!
But it's such a subtle thing,
no.
such a subtle thing. But I mean, they brought it up. That's what I'm gonna say. They brought the fact up that they can't even get married in that country,
Right.
but yet we, as the Western audience, look at their shows and expect them to be the examples. They're still trying, struggling, and they're having these conversations in a palatable way still.
Right.
All of this is still being done because they know they need to also serve their own countries and take the conversation to a bar that is currently held. How much can we actually discuss? They're still looking at that.
They're
Who
still
knows?
testing the
Next
water.
year. Yeah, they are literally still dipping their feet and seeing how things are going. And we have a lot of shows that discuss politics also now in Thailand, and
They're making conversation,
they are.
I
They're
just-
trying.
trying to make progress.
I just hope that those people who are watching this or in the Western mindset, that it takes time. It's not an overnight progression.
Yeah.
It takes time. So please be open-minded to that. Countries will not change immediately. So just to let
Us as
you know.
Filipinos know that, Jericho.
Oh God, yes. I'm praying for them.
They went back like 50 years.
Quite
Oh, they
literally.
Yeah.
To be exact, I think it was 36 years. If we're gonna go by exact years.
I was like, whoop. Well,
So yeah,
Oh, I
they
remember.
took, they
I
took a
remember.
hell of a step
I
back.
remember.
But
Jericho was
of course
alive
you
for
do,
that.
Jericho.
I remember. So yes.
Yep.
It
Things
really
take
was.
time, you know.
Yeah.
Change doesn't happen overnight. I mean, America's still a hot ass.
That
We're still
that-
fighting for equal rights, you know, as African Americans. Still, mind you, it's been how long?
Oh, and then on top of that, you're fighting your right for your own body
that
As a woman,
as a
and
woman.
Florida just happened.
that
Died.
so it's like in America, it's just not okay to be gay. It's not okay to be black. It's just not okay to be a woman. Like at this point, where can I go? That's not here.
Funny enough,
It's not. At this point, it's not okay anywhere.
That's really just not.
No.
It's
Funny enough,
ridiculous.
this is an African country. Not us.
Matter of fact, I'm about to take my ass to Canada. At least it seems kind of nice over there. They
Not
have some issues
Canada.
so far.
Yeah.
Canada.
I think I do have
That's why
anything
Judas
else I
wanted to
say.
go.
Look, I'm trying to go.
Is there anything
No,
else
he
you
wanted
want
to go
say?
to run away.
Or Judah? Not Judas.
That's
Judah,
exactly where
right?
I'm trying to go.
Yeah,
I'm talking about
Judah.
foreign things, y'all. Not like not one of Jesus's betrayed disciples.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that
Judah.
betrayed Jesus.
Oh no, not my friend.
Not your friend. I'm dead.
He sure did get betrayed by Judas. He said
Yeah, I've
it.
been
He
tweaky
said,
back in the day.
One of
Jericho was like, "Damn,
will
sis, why'd you
betray
do
me.
that?"
Jericho, you probably remember. He said it clear as day. One of you will betray me. And then everybody looked around the table like, who?
Jesus
He
was
wanted
the
it
first
Right
to
to
do
the
that.
left of him.
Well, you
I'll
know
be
what?
damned.
He wanted the coins. That's why he wanted them coins. So
I'm screaming, and it
Who
was the
betrayed
two
him? Sitting
coins
right
back
next
there.
to him. Mm-mm-mm.
But yeah, if you guys enjoyed that reaction, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know what you think about episode 6. Oh, 6, yeah. I'm saying 7 because 7's standing in front of me. Episode
Nah.
6 of KinnPorsche The Series La Forte. Please go check out my friends' socials and their channels. Everything will be linked. Please subscribe to our channel, the notification bell so know whenever we upload, and check out our socials also down below. And until next time, guys. Bye bye.